What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be using the Vex Mythoclast in PvP and absolutely dominating some people. I just got this weapon on Saturday. Today's upload will be Monday. So starting out, playing some control, capping the flag, testing out my scope. Got this Praetor's Revenge on Saturday as well. Haven't put too much time into it. Feeling out how it feels to aim in without snapshot. It's no distractions, high impact reserves is the rule. But yeah, hopping into some gameplay. Now I'm always looking at radar, seeing where people are. I decided to dodge forward. Looking at radar, I saw a guy jump up to my right, but I know there are two in front of me. This guy had a shotgun, we saw the glint, so I decided to try to back up. He ended up dying, but I overextended to the guy behind me that I heard jump up, and he hit a nice snipe. Here I'm looking at the mini-map, notice there's a lot of guys this way. I get a little aggro, push too far, this guy outguns me with messenger. I should have played a little back, looked at the radar more, seen exactly where he was before I went for the engagement. Now I'm learning, I say okay, I know this guy's around. And I'm able to clean him up after he takes down a teammate. Here I'm just looking at radar, missed the first snipe, but hit a nice crisp shot on the second guy. I'm almost always going to be dodging because I have the Dragon Shadow on. If you didn't know, the Dragon Shadow exotic makes it so that you reload all weapons, you gain increased movement speed, and you get weapon handling after you dodge, which is why I am using it. So I pick up a kill and I switched, the Mythoclast signature, you can switch from a fusion rifle to a linear fusion rifle. I did that, picked up 2 kills with it. Always looking up at the radar, seeing where enemies are. Right here I'm peeking in, I see there's one. I see the second guy starts peeking me, I don't want to fight a 1v2, so I'm playing a little defensive. That guy had a sniper, we heard the snipe shoot at me, I was able to slide out of the way. Shotgunner comes in from the side. I absolutely whiffed that nade, but luckily I look around me, I have 4 teammates backing me up. So I decided to fall back defensively. Looking at the radar, I see a guy to the right. I'm able to clean him up. I get my overcharge, and now we're in linear fusion rifle mode. Looking at radar, we saw a guy close, but he's no longer that close. Pre-aim, and I'm able to pick up that linear fusion kill with my first shot, but hit the second one. When you go linear fusion mode with the Mythoclast, you only have 3 shots to use. But yeah, now we're just kinda looking at mini-map, shooting guys ahead of me. Teammates are helping out. Right here, my position's a little overextended to the right, but luckily nobody pushed that way. From the C flag side, I could have easily gotten shot from the side, but nobody pushed. Right here, I saw 3 guys on my screen, and there's no way I'm winning a 1v3, even if only 2 of them were looking at me. I'm utilizing this heavy ammo. This guy shoots a shadow shot, I know to back up. Look at the mini-map, there's like 3 red dots to my left, plus getting tagged down to half. I know to play defensively. Take a new engagement, go for a different angle. Still have 11 bullets of this heavy that I want to use up. Seeing red dots on the mini-map, but not seeing anybody. One of those was probably the shadow shot. Others are just far away. Finally find a guy. I'm able to hit my shots and get him down. Constantly looking at that radar. I hear that guy go invisible. I think he might be pushing up close. That guy pops a hammer of soul. I want to avoid that. Saw that guy on the radar ahead of me. Knew to aim up. That's a common spot people like to go up to. Luckily that chaos reach goes for somebody else and I'm able to get behind cover. I'm playing around a lot of cover in this game, sticking close to walls. You never want to overextend yourself too far into open spaces, having some type of cover around is always good. While you're scanning out where the enemies are and trying to line up your shots. Here I shoot too early and then he almost takes me out, but he whiffs with his burst. I pop a super because I don't want them taking B. I happen to also get the Storm Trance. Then we get that nice 20 streak.
With nothing but your ghost, your weapon, and your
Gotta love when Shax is speaking to you like that. Playing around cover here, going invisible to get my Wraith Metal Mail proc. We know, this entire game pretty much we've had A and B flags, so we know they're going to be spawning C flag. And there's only so many certain ways you can come out of that C area. So I'm constantly just kind of positioning myself to have different angles on the ways they can be coming out, using the radar to see which ways they are coming out. My spike grenade throws have not been the best. I recently switched to spike grenade and I'm still learning how to use it. You really gotta place it on walls and stuff, but when you do place it, I hit a nice little crispy snipe there. But when you do place the spike grenade on the walls effectively, it's probably the best void grenade. But I think you could also say void wall is a really good one for PvP. Pairing that with the smoke, if you place it well, you get a lot of instant damage. The vortex takes a long time to charge up, unfortunately, which makes it less appealing, even though you do get some decent area control with it. But yeah, in this gameplay, I'm still just kind of, we know they're still spawning from C. They've never gotten the back spawn. Somebody must be anchoring, so they don't spawn back at A on us. And just kind of playing around cover here. Luckily, I live there. This guy's pushing up, but I got teammates helping out.
3 minutes. Hold strong, and this battle is yours.
Making sure I have my Wraith Metal up before the engagement. I decided to fall back here because I see multiple pushing up on the radar. I don't want to overextend without teammates around. I switch into the linear fusion mode. Get a nice shot on a guy flying in the air. Get a little tag on so my teammates can finish him.
Finish them.
Keeping that invisibility going with the Wraith Metal Mail procs. It boosts mobility handling. I do like to run 100 mobility, but you could run 5 if you really wanted, because Wraith Metal Mail, when it's procced from the Dragon Shadow exotic, does give you 5 mobility. But I like to run 100 for consistent dodge cooldowns and movement capabilities. Yeah, this game, there's only one or two kills off winning. This game I essentially just kind of, like they never could push B on us. They never really could get out of spawn. Which, if you were on the other team, it probably felt really bad to play this game. Not being able to push out of your spawn too much. Never getting the spawn swap to the A side because somebody must have been anchoring that. But yeah, we're able to get a nice opponent defeated streak going for the medal and have a pretty good game there. And I am playing with 2 friends. The first game I was only playing with Amantine, but this game I'm playing with Amantine and Potion Man. As you can see, you got a nice 2.67 KD. Not that KD really matters to me. The important thing is if you're a team player and if you I have a lot of control. I like people that capture zones. The main goal at the end of the day is to win. Getting a lot of kills is nice, but if you don't win, it doesn't matter. So right here, I actually get a nice spike nade that gets good damage on what I'm assuming to be was a Titan barricade. But yeah, I get a nice engagement towards B, playing around that middle box for cover. We know they're spawning from A, so I'm looking at that side. I don't want to overextend here, so I fall back, go invisible, go off radar for a second, get my Wraith Metal proc. Right here I complete my Catalyst, and I do die. That gives me a chance to put the Catalyst on, which gives extra damage and stability when you get a kill in the full auto mode. Right there, I just whipped a snipe shot. I body shot that guy even though he's wearing a Festival of the Lost mask, which makes his head size a little bigger. Should be easier to hit, but here there's 3 guys on my screen and I'm just having a hard time choosing which one to go for. I do pick up 1, 2, proc into linear fusion. I know there's still a guy around. We just saw him float in the air. Grab the 3rd kill. I know he's shooting at my teammates, so I'm gonna peek out, grab that kill. Right here, I'm looking at radar, seeing where they are.
I need a hunter like you.
Noticing some guys hopping up, get a nice double. I don't want to overextend. I'm constantly playing around cover, you know. About 40% of my screen is cover, 60% is aim. That guy almost gets me. In fact, he probably should have with the chaperone in that close of a range, but doesn't.
Relax, Guardian. You're scaring them. They'll never want to match with you again.
I'm constantly looking at the mini-map, seeing where the people around me are. I notice this guy's flanking. Decided to shoot the shadow shot, although he falls back, gets away before the shadow shot gets him. I proc beat in the fusion mode. Falling back towards my teammates. I don't want to ever overextend too hard, especially when you see on the mini-map for a second, you see red pretty much on every direction. Right there, I line up the shot, but my teammate walks in front of me, or maybe I just shot him. I don't know who's at fault there, but we keep going, keep getting kills. Right here, I'm using the cover of that box to my right to peek the B angle without exposing myself to the A side. We have a nice bubble down here on B flag, so I'm going to grab those orbs, grab the weapons and armor of light. Not pushing too far forward, playing with my teammates around. I notice once or 2 of them are flanking, we lose the C flag, so I want to move towards that direction. I do get the first linear fusion shot there. We get back the C flag. I'm kind of keeping them off B as well, but my teammates are capping C. We grab a ran.
The Twilight Gap where Lord Shax earned his name.
That Hammer Soul guy is right behind me, so I know to run. Luckily get away from him. Look at the minimap, I see him to my left, so I peek that. Get him low, hopefully my teammates clean up the kill, which they do. I noticed there's a guy to my right on the minimap, so I got him out real quick. There's 2 supers popped here now. This Titan and a Winter's Wrath. I'm just keeping my range from him. You know, he's got a shoulder charge, getting melee distance to kill me. We managed to team shot him. I think a teammate got the other super that was popped. I don't know how that was a precision hit, but I managed to get that one. Here, I probably should die. That guy should have killed me, but I live with the sliver. And I'm getting flanked. That guy ends my streak with a nice shotgun. I didn't fully regen, and he got within shotgun range. But that's okay. We are winning, controlling the zones. There's a nice snipe. Make sure you're always looking at radar.
5 minutes remain. A strong start.
Anytime I'm not aiming down sights, I'm constantly peering up at the radar, knowing if enemies are in front, seeing what direction they're coming from. Here I get the linear fusion, temporal unlimited, I think that's what that says. But that guy hits a crisp chaperone shot, shutting me down again. You know, this is pretty standard. Peeking the lane from C to A when your team has C flag and they have A flag, you know you can peek that. I get the linear fusion going. That's a nice critical shot. We can now cap B. We've pushed them back.
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
We hear a guy down to the right. He comes up with the heavy ammo. Unfortunately, I whipped both my shots, and he gets away. I saw that guy had a grenade launcher out. I thought it was heavy, so I backed up. It was just a regular grenade launcher, and I'm able to get the kill on this guy down here. That doesn't see me coming because of the invisibility. Now I'm going invisible and sneaking, knowing that they're spawning at A. Getting a nice side angle. My teammates are also fighting from the mid spot at A. I see, what, 3 guys on my screen right there. I kill one. I hear a guy to my left. Unfortunately, I do not hit my snipe shot or fall back in time to dodge the guy that I heard rushing me from the left. So here I just died from that direction, so I'm going to pre-aim that, but it looks like he did not go that way. He jumped up through the midway. So now we're just getting some standard angles. I'm going to shoot a shadow shot just because I feel like a lot of them are coming from A. We saw the guy down to the right. He jumps up, decides to peek into my team and die. I got a guy on the shadow shot with the wall hacks, but there's a guy far right there. Also, we saw the guy close, shooting at him. But we also have the wall hacks on that guy. I do proc the linear fusion and get a nice super shutdown.
One final push and victory is yours.
Making sure I'm always looking at radar when I dodge, when I'm not aimed in. They're just kind of running into my shots at this point. I looked at radar for a second, saw him pushing that way, get that nice flick kill. And we're kind of just, you know, spawn trapping them, getting the frags,
A victory well executed.
and we end up winning. Some utter domination from this one, but that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you like this type of content, and drop a comment telling me what you think of the Mythoclast. It's probably broken, right?